What the frick is going on? Hello, everybody. Welcome. How y'all doing? It's a stream time. Hello. Hi. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? I lost track of time. I don't know. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Ah! Yeah, we're back with the video game. Yippee. Summer, thank you so much for the 14 months. Thank you, thank you. Guys, my legs are so sore because I went to the gym today and I pedaled on the pedal machine for an hour. And then the machine was like, hey, did you know that you powered a light bulb for this entire hour? And I'm like, whoa! That's fucked up. And then I talked to one of my friends that I ran into there, and I was like, I wonder if I could, like, he suggested, like, setting up, like a game console or a computer to a cycling, like a stationary bike, and, like, just pedaling on that, and, like, you can only use your computer while you're pedaling. And I'm like, oh, I should do that with like a Super Nintendo. Because that would probably be able to be powered by a stationary bike pretty easily, in my opinion. Also, yeah, it's my affiliate anniversary, which means nothing to me. But no, it's I guess it is like an important day of distinction. Are you John Genshin? If I am, I will actually kill myself. But yeah, we're gonna be doing Cyno's quest, and it's gonna be a grand old time. It's gonna be great. Yippee. How you guys doing? What's up with you guys? What's up with y'all? I hope it's been good. First time catching you live. Love you, Ben? No. Don't love me. Love somebody else who is cooler. Masters apps lately? Oh, Godspeed. I went to Brazil game show and saw Hideo Kojima. I had a dream. Guys, did I tell you about this dream that I had? I had a dream about Hideo Kojima. It was quite the experience. Kyokro, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you, thank you. You really didn't have to do that, but thank you, appreciate it. No, I haven't seen 31 Minutos Tiny Desk yet. Ben, please punt me to finish building Kave. I'm not gonna do anything to you. Live your own life. I need to talk to you about the dream. Here's the thing. I dreamt that I was, like, touring an office that Hideo Kojima was working out of. And he wasn't there. I didn't get to meet him. But I was touring his office. And then I, like, snuck into, like, his office room. Anonymous Gifter, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Thank you, thank you. And I saw that his computer was on. And he apparently, in this dream universe, he was a speedrunner. He was a famous speedrunner that played games. Really, like, he streamed himself speedrunning. So what I did was I went on his computer and like rewrote the records that he held in his games. And the games, not his games as in the games he's made, but the games that he speed runs. And I put them under my name. So I was like, haha, I'm the best at these games now. Not you, Hideo Kojima. And literally the second that I hit enter, the cops were immediately called into the office. Like, immediately. And I was like, oh shit! Oh no! They know of my crime. They know that I'm taking Hideo Kojima's speedrunning records. And then, like, I had to try and, like, get away. Like, I needed to find some way of, like, smooth talking my way past, like, the cops. And it was, like, at one point, they were like, all right, fuck this, you're going to jail. And I was like, wait, no. And, like, as they were dragging me out, the dream, like, reset. Like, I was back before they showed up. So I was like, oh, this is a checkpoint that I've hit. I need to resolve the situation in exactly the right way, or else I'm gonna just keep having to attempt this. So I tried again, and then I don't remember what happened, and then I woke up. But the setup of the dream was very funny, and that's why I remembered it. A lot of my dreams do obey video game logic, so I'm not surprised that I got like a checkpoint. Ben be stealing Hideo Kojima records. There are moments where, like, I will experience my dream from, like, a top-down perspective, like I'm playing a strategy game. It's weird. I have a lot of dreams like that. Dream resetting like a game checkpoint is so silly. It's just how it works. It just, I'm like, oh, like, and I immediately, like, Dream Ben immediately was like, oh yes, this has to be a checkpoint. Like he somehow intuited that's how this reality that he was in worked. I love when I wake up in dreams. Yeah, I've had a couple of dreams that were like multi-layered as well, where I'll just like wake up in the dream or fall asleep in the dream. I haven't really had like lucid dreams that much. I tend to wake up immediately after realizing that I'm in a dream, and that doesn't happen often. The only surefire way for me to realize that I'm dreaming is if I dream of a real location that I've been to. Like 99% of the time, my dreams take place in like completely made up environments that I've never seen before. And that way, like, that keeps me, like, stuck in the dream. But the second, if I dream about, like, a place I've been to, or, like, somewhere from my childhood or something, that's when I'm immediately like, wait, I'm in a dream. Like, I'm dreaming. Like, there are two moments where I can, like, vividly remember that happening. Where, I dreamt that I was back in my college campus. And I was walking around with a friend from, like, ages ago. And literally, like, within the first, like, few minutes of dreaming in this, I'm just like, wait a minute, like, why am I here? Wait, wait, this is a dream. And then I just woke up. And then there was another time where I was back in Australia, like, in a car outside of my old house. And I recognized that it was my old house, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm dreaming. And I immediately woke up again. And it was so frustrating, because I'm like, fuck, I keep realizing that I'm in a dream, but I wake up, like, immediately after. It's so annoying. I know there's a way to, like, delay waking yourself up if you gain lucidity. And, like, basically you have to just, like, spin around in a circle. Like, just spin, and it confuses your brain in like a specific way that delays you waking up. How long are you planning to stream for today? I don't know. Maybe like 2-3 hours? That's usually the norm. This isn't just Balatro music, it's Balatro using the Earthbound sound font. Dream? Is that a Sumeru reference? No weighing. I need to start... My mom told me that if I have nothing friendly to say, I should just not say anything. So I'm overtly not saying anything to that. If you lucid dream, you're not supposed to ask people in the dream the date or time, or else they kill you. I remember, like, there was an episode of a show that I used to watch where someone realized, like, oh, I must be in a dream, but then they read something, and they're like, wait a minute, you can't really read shit in a dream. This is real life, actually. As soon as I realize I'm dreaming, I wake up immediately because I feel like I'm not supposed to be there. I mean, I guess, I don't know, like, with the specific brain thing that, like, the process. How do you have such interesting dreams? Just fall asleep, Lamau. Just sleep, Lamau. You already have interesting dreams. It came for free with your Xbox. I had Twitch chat in my dreams. I usually feel an immense sense of relief when I wake up from vivid dreams. If you guys want, like, a strategy for how to remember your dreams, the moment that you wake up, focus entirely on remembering what it is that happened and don't move. Like, try not to move while you're still in your bed. Because movement basically, like jumpstarts your brain, like your brain processes, and it'll quickly make the dream just like fade from your memory. So if you want to remember your dreams more consistently, just like stay still and focus entirely on like trying to recall it and commit it to memory. Voice memos are also very useful. Or, like, if you do need to move in a way that, like, gets you to a pencil and a notepad so you can write down exactly what you remember. And the more you do that, the more you will naturally start to remember your dreams. But I've never had to do that in my life. I've also never had nightmares. Which is, like, surprising to me. Like, the worst that my dreams will get is that they'll be slightly stressful. Very slightly. I've had stress dreams. But, like, I wouldn't say I've had something that's genuinely made me be like, oh my god, this is terrifying. Like, the worst kind of dreams I get are like, oh, I needed to do an exam in a class back in college, and I missed it. Like, oh no, I missed out on, like, a work thing. Or, like, that's the worst that I get. And even, like, I wouldn't, and even, like, Dream Ben would be like, oh, this is just, like, oh, this is a bit annoying. I remember you talking about a nightmare on stream about your finger being cut off. Again, it wasn't really a nightmare is the thing. Like, Dream Ben was very, like, I was surprised. This was also, like, from back when I was, like, 8 years old or some shit. But even when I woke up, I was like, wow, I can't believe I remembered that. I can't believe I remembered that memory of that thing that totally happened. Are you ever gonna play Little Nightmares 3? I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, like I've had friends tell me of like horrible nightmares that they get, and I'm just like, I don't really get those. I've never had something that's genuinely made me like afraid or frightened. Ven vil you ver vigs. That's a good one. You should play Dress to Impress. You should play Death Stranding. Yeah, like, I've had friends be like, I've died in dreams in very violent ways or in very, like, physically painful ways. And I'm like, oh, I had a dream where I forgot to hand in my homework. I had a dream where I just didn't. I forgot to hand in my paper. You should play all routes of Undertale in one stream. Sure. Maybe once partner happens. Dress to Impress is too stressful. 12-year-olds are mean and too good at the game. So, 12-year-olds play this game. What does that imply about the person that suggested it? Plus 18 stream, by the way. I should really, like, enable that setting that, like, puts a warning. Did you ever have sleep paralysis? I have had hallucinations, but never paralysis. I still occasionally get hallucinations when I'm, like, falling asleep. Or, like, I'll see, like, a giant spider in the corner of the room or something. It used to freak me out a little bit when I was younger, but now, like, I'm aware that I have those things. So, like, I'll just stare at the spider until it just fizzles out into nothingness. Once I had, like, a giant, like, lobster just showing up in, like, the corner of my room. And I'll be like, oh my god. And I'm like, wait, that's not real. And it's super funny because I still get those and I wear a sleep mask. Like, I have a sleep mask put on and I will still see, like, my room and, like, a unknowable being in the corner of the room. And then I will, like, blink under my sleep mask and then, like remove it and be like, wait, what the, like, there's no way that was real because I was wearing a sleep mask. Once I hallucinated a deer. It was weird. Do you have recurring dreams? Not really. There was a long period of time where there was a specific kind of cat that would show up in my dreams. It was like an orange tabby with green eyes. And I was convinced that that was my spirit animal, but it hasn't shown up again lately. I do also dream of spiders a fair amount. But again, I'm, like, not really bothered by them. Like, in the dream. I still think that spiders IRL are a little bit, but in the dream, I'm like, oh, okay, that's a spider. Okay. I had a dream where I could barely, I'm assuming you mean walk. My body was so heavy, like, I could only drag myself. Those are very common, where, you have dreams where you feel like your like, body is so much heavier. And you're, like, trying to run from something or run to something, and it, like, you're just so tired. Like, you feel exhausted. I have gotten those, but again, I'm just completely nonplussed in them. I'll just be like, well, this is annoying. Like, oh, I need to catch that bus. And I can't because I'm so tired. And I'm just like, oh, this is so annoying. Dream Ben just doesn't care about a lot of the issues that they're going through. Yeah, I was saying that earlier, where, like, I still get dreams where I, like, like, I'm back in academia somehow. And then I'll wake up and I'm like, I graduated years ago. I don't have to worry about this anymore. You have dreams for beginners? Bro, your dreams are casual as fuck. You need to get the hardcore dreams. My dreams are the Dark Souls of dreams. Academia, Sumeru reference. Anytime anybody says anything like that, I remember that one scene from Invincible where Omni-Man is crushing that one dude's skull. Like the speedster. It's in the first episode. And like it's very violent and graphic. I just think about that scene whenever I see stuff like that. Expert level dream. when you your dream it's like when I need to have more hardcore dreams, so when my dream loads in, it's like in FF14 when you load into like a trial and it's like dream about exams in parentheses ultimate. Noob dreams versus pro dreams versus hacker dreams. Yeah, I know. I forgot about my mom's lesson about saying friendly things. But at the same time, you guys make it so difficult. You guys make it so tough sometimes. Always have dreams about getting lost at a new school and missing classes. Yeah, I feel like those are the most common of like educational dreams. Once I got I had a dream where I was like on vacation with my family and we were in like this huge hotel kind of building. And it was so surreal. Like it was definitely a non-Euclidean space. But I was like trying to get to the lobby and I couldn't figure out how the elevator worked. It was one of those like old-timey cage kind of elevators. It was very bizarre. And the way that the hallway that I was in worked was like there were doors on like walls that shouldn't have had doors, if that makes any sense. It was weird. Bro's got dreams about vacation. That falling sensation you can sometimes get when you're falling asleep is low-key kind of fun. Oh, like when your body just twitches super violently? Like that's happened to me, where I'll be falling asleep and then I'll just be like, "Ugh!" Like my body will just like have a spasm. Are we dream shaming? What's funny is that I had multiple friends tell me that they've dreamt about me, but they all dreamt violence against me. Like I had one friend who was like, yeah, I dreamt that like we were out camping somewhere, and I was talking to another friend of ours, like a mutual friend, and then you showed up and you were acting like a goblin, like a minion. You were walking flat-footed, and it was really weird. And at one point, I got a hammer, and I just just slammed you in the face with a hammer. And I'm like, what the fuck? What? You had a dream that you beat me to death with a hammer? And then he, like, this was a really good friend of mine. Like, it was, we both had a laugh about it. But then I had another friend who, was like, yeah, I dreamt about you. I dreamt that I had a giant jar of peanuts. Like, I had a really, really big jar of peanuts. And I told you, Ben, about my jar of peanuts. And I said, don't tell anybody else about this jar of peanuts, okay? And I was like, yeah, sure thing. Like, I promise. And then he left his house, and I was telling everybody about his jar of peanuts. So he was like, you bitch! And then he punched me, and then he woke up. And I'm like, did you specifically say you bitch before punching me in the dream? And he's like, yeah, like, I vividly remember that part. And I was like, I know it doesn't have to be said. Was this Nazi or Sayu? No, I have other friends that exist outside of this sphere. This was a friend from Australia ages ago. I was like, I know I probably don't need to tell you this. I don't need to remind you of this because we're friends and we trust each other. But I would never tell anybody about your big jar of peanuts. He's like, thank you. That reassurance helps. It was so funny. It was great. Well, you just told us. This is a friend from Australia. Like, it's been... It probably happened like 17, 18 years ago. Maybe 19 years ago. Yeah, it's been a while. I still remember that friend. But yeah, fun dreams. And there has been like, I think there were 2 more friends that told me that they had dreams with me that, like, they either strangled me or, like, did something else not friendly towards me. But I don't, like, they didn't remember specifics. And neither did I. Senekaros, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. Ben, what's wrong with your friends? No, nothing. I was flattered. I'm like, I'm just happy I get to show up in people's dreams. I'm just happy to be here, dude. What did dog do? Thank you so much for gifting 2 subs. Thank you, thank you. And like, those friends had to be like, I like don't know why I dreamt that way about you. We're friends. And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to be here, dude. Anyway, we should probably start playing this kusoge. Let's load it up. And jail, that would strengthen, right? I feel like it would strengthen. If you dream about your friends, it doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't matter if they're goblin people that you beat to death with a hammer. It's them being there. That's the most important thing. It's like when you play a shitty game together, you're just like it doesn't matter what the game is, as long it's about spending time together. It's about spending time together. in the dream, straight up spreading it, and by it, haha, well, let's just say my peanuts jar. Good chat member, good message. Well done. Well played. All right, let's see. Bish bash bosh, flashbang. There it is. I watched Twilight with my friends last night. They hadn't seen it before, so it was fun to hear them react. Wow! Let's get the free shit. I'm gonna lower the game audio a little bit, because it's overbearingly loud. I already did that. Wait, how do I make the exclamation go away? Okay.
Where's my...
I need to make all the exclamation marks go away. Oh, I just realized I need to like pay fun bucks to access the thingamabobbers. Do I have enough fun bucks? No, never mind. That's for Hangouts. I'm an idiot. Let's go! I don't understand how people live with the exclamation marks everywhere, because I don't play this game that often.
I get dizzy and sleepy when I'm under the sun for too long. It's a similar feeling to pulling an all-nighter.
Wow, wow, wow. Nick got you back into Genshin?
Just a moment, please.
Okay.
You're the traveler in Paimon, right? I thought you two looked familiar. People have been talking all about you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Do you have a moment? There's something I'd like to discuss with you.
Have we met before? Is it weird hearing your voice all the time? All the time? Like, yeah, bro, when you talk, you hear your own voice all the time. I'm not... Is that weird for you?
My name is Nabil. I'm a Matra in the academia. You're friends with Cyno, right? I've heard him mention you before. Currently, Cyno is out investigating a case involving
the voices are getting louder.
It's been days since we've last heard from him.
Oh no. Do you think he's in trouble?
Well, to be completely honest, it's pretty hard to imagine anything that could pose a threat to Cyno. But since we haven't heard from him, we're starting to suspect that the case might be more
I can
complicated
feel the
than
excitement
original
coming from
thought.
Ben. Yippee! Wow!
Word has it that you two are brave, smart, and extremely capable adventurers. Do you think you could lend us a hand and help investigate the smuggling?
No.
All right. Since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Do you have any further intel regarding this case?
Large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins.
All right, I
have
forgot
been
about
appearing
the
on
canned
market
knowledge.
recently. Cyno suspected that there's a secret route being used to move the capsules.
The canned knowledge.
According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And, unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that.
The VTuber model really amplified the enthusiasm. Thank you, Ben. There's a reason I say she looks like how I feel a lot of the time.
Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not,
All right,
this case calls
equip
for
your
urgent
gamepad.
action.
It's gaming time.
Last we heard from Cyno, he was investigating somewhere outside Sumeru City. It seems that he had found some leads at the time, but we haven't heard from him since.
Sounds like we better go look for him. Come on.
Dun, 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 dun. To be honest, canned is such a funny localization choice. What other word could you have used? Like, here's a question for you. Pop quiz, motherfuckers. What term would you have used outside of canned knowledge? Crystallized, bottled, capsule. Crystallized knowledge is, I would imagine it might have been too long. Because here's a fun tip about video game localization. You have to basically try to write based on lip flaps a lot of the time. So maybe crystallized knowledge might have been too long for a particular cutscene, so they had to use a word with less syllables. So canned was used. So canned knowledge is like 3 syllables.
Cyno, there you are. We finally found you.
Ah, it's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar presence.
Did you guys miss hearing Alejandro's voice? Because I did.
But I'm very busy at the moment. We'll have to chat some other time.
That's right. Nabil asked us to come and check on the situation.
So Nabil told you about this? Divulging my location without authorization. I'll let it slide for now. This isn't the time for that.
Illegally smuggled brain juice. Yeah, brain juice would be a funnier name, but alas.
I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. I've already questioned several people, but gained very little information.
What do you think about Nick? He's a friend? Like what else? What else do you want me to say?
Long story short,
I love my
able to learn of
friends.
the secret location where the canned knowledge is being sold. You're welcome to accompany me if you're interested.
This is the first stream I've been able to catch in a long time, and I'm also getting back into Genshin too. Hope you and Maeve are doing well and having a good time.
Thank you, Mule, for the 10 months too.
Cyno, it's like we're a part of the mantra. All right, sign us up.
You're supposed to say that guy's a piece of shit. Fuck that guy. Wow. Is that what Alejandro said? I know he was kidding, and I know it's all in jest. But I'm like, I don't want to bully my friends. I only want to bully you guys.
Rain outlines your fate.
Oh wait, these aren't the people that I need to kill. Never mind. Sorry. You need to be able to fuel the cycle of hatred, Ben! Fuel the cycle of hatred!
Seems even less than last time.
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it. If not, then keep walking.
Crystal knowledge would probably be a better name for canned knowledge, in my opinion.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
What does the academia think they're doing? Alright, I'll take these here.
Contained knowledge in the OGCN. I mean, so I can that kind of makes sense on why it's called canned knowledge, because they probably, like, tried to look for the closest approximation.
I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary stuff. Whatever, how much do I owe you?
Contained brain.
150k. Show us the Mura, and you'll get the goods.
Canned sounds better than contained. I mean, if a term like that doesn't work neatly in terms of translation, that's when a localizer would step in and try to find something that just rolls off the tongue a little bit easier, or like makes more sense for English speakers.
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
Oh my god!
It's Cyno! When's he ever gonna let up?
When's he ever gonna let up? Oh, that's Cyno.
Hey, forget the goods. Let's split.
Cheese it, boys.
But don't forget the Mora.
Dun dun! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
Did she really just say dun, 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 dun? Like Law and Order?
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Cyno works alone? Ugh, I don't like the looks of this. Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
Conversations like this make me want to get into game translation. Hey, if you do, be prepared to have a legion of horrible people telling you that your job is the worst thing that's happened to video games ever, and that you deserve to die.
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life.
Huh? Did they really just give up like that?
Just like the others I've caught. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain.
Yeah, these are just pushers. Very encouraging, thank you. You're welcome. Teehee.
All right. I have one question and one question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
Why are people saying that? Oh, it's just like there's every time any kind of Japanese or Chinese media or any kind of Asian media gets localized or turned into English, there's always a like small subsection of people that hate that completely and hate everything involved about it. But the same people also don't want to play any games in Japanese or Chinese or whatever language it comes from. So it's like, it's people that don't want to play the game saying that this is all bad, and everybody involved is disrespecting the original intent or whatever.
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be and that's it. We don't get a say in it. He sends someone every 5 days to bring us the goods.
It's funny, yeah, people get pissed if it's not a word-for-word translation, and it's so funny because there have been examples of, like, a game getting a word-for-word translation after its initial translation, like, was released or whatever, and the word-for-word translation, like, people don't care about it as much. Like, it's not as exciting. I remember somebody wrote, like, an article about the Trails in the Sky remake and how the localization for that game, the remake, is like more true to the original Japanese, but it's also way less fun. And like it makes everybody just a bit more I don't want to say generic, but like less unique.
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't know.
But then again, like, the original Trails in the Sky localization is insane. It's so good. They have, like, special messages for every single fucking empty chest that you check. And they're all just fun little gags. Like, the people that worked on that localization loved what they were doing. And that doesn't really happen as often nowadays.
Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything. The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
Cyno wasn't kidding when he said intel was hard to come by.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started my investigation.
Because a big part of language is also cultural, and no amount of studying context can replace understanding what's happening fluently. Exactly. Exactly. And Japan, China, Korea, they all have different societal customs and norms.
I suspect who's ever running this whole
stuff
thing knew that I was coming. So they cut all contact with these dealers.
And not all of it translates super easily to English.
When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone. Where did you hear that from?
I think the best system of localization, I think a localization is good if it would make you feel the exact same way that a native speaker would feel consuming the same media in the language of origin. If I can play a game and feel the exact same thing that somebody playing the game in their native tongue, in their native culture, feels, then that means the localization, like that means it works. That means that the system works. Because that's what it's supposed to, that's how it's supposed to work. It should give you the same emotion. It is about the emotion that you feel when you consume your media.
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us info about you.
Ace Attorney is a fantastic example of a good localization. Because I've seen people being like, oh, why do they have all these dumb fucking pun names in Ace Attorney? Oh, these fucking localizers are ruining everything. And it's like, because in Japan, they also have dumb pun names. They're just written in Japanese and you don't understand them because you don't speak Japanese. But they have, like, their pun names are just as bad. Like, that's what makes the localization so good, because it's, like, literally the same thing.
But here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
But then I'm glad that they kept certain names the same. Like, you know, Ryunosuke and Susato and everything, because, like, it works for that situation where you have, like specifically Japanese people and English people in the same game. God, Great Ace Attorney is so good.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning.
Anyway, I should probably focus back on this game.
These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't further our investigation. If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like nothing?
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd better bring them to me for judgment.
Whoa! Judgment?
You better bring them to me
That's
so I can
right.
kill them.
I won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Cyno meet Dory.
We were mistaken.
I see. Anyway, I'll think of a way to deal with these two and then continue gathering information.
When you get distracted, you get happier and say more. It's nice. Ben, when you're not focusing on the video game right in front of you, you seem way more jovial.
If you manage to learn anything, you can find me at Caravan Rebot. And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge. Again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them to the authorities immediately.
So, they use the term knowledge capsules as well. And I'm like, why didn't they just use that for all of the canned knowledge? Because we have canned knowledge and then knowledge capsules. I'm assuming that canned knowledge is a knowledge capsule that's been filled with knowledge.
Okay, I got it. Just keep your nose out of my business.
Maybe canned knowledge is supposed to be colloquial.
Hey, what's with the attitude, mister?
The thing is, there's two reasons why I don't think it's colloquial, and it's because they capitalize it. It's treated as a proper noun. And also, I don't think Cyno would use colloquialisms in that way, if that makes any sense.
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people. The buyer and the seller. We don't need people like you butting in on our business here.
Like, I feel like at some point they would have a shorter term for this term. Like, if I lived in this society, I would just be like, yo, you got any cans? You got some cans?
Think about it. If the academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves. Am I right?
Every time I see that term, I just hear Squidward in my head going, canned knowledge.
The academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway.
They should get, somebody... Like, they should get some cyberpunk terminology. Yo, hey, Choom, you looking to score some cans?
I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, toast! I will personally see to it that you are punished.
If I ever catch you again, toast!
All right, Traveler. I need to go now.
I think canned knowledge serves its purpose in English to explain what it is.
You think you can scare me?
It tells you what it is, but you have to think of it from the perspective of, like, would the people in the world of the game use this term in this specific way every time? You know? It's kind of like, do you know when, like, people are doing sponsored content or, like, they're talking about something and you can kind of tell if they've been, like, paid off by the company that they're talking about because they use the specific terminology that the company uses? Like, for example, there were people that talked about the Star Wars hotel that happened in Disneyland ages ago. I think this is a point that Jenny Nicholson brought up in her review of that. But it's like, normal people, when they talk about the Star Wars hotel, they call it the Star Wars hotel. But then there would be people that it's like, I just went on the Star Wars Galactic Battle Cruiser, or like Star Wars Galactic Cruiser. And they only refer to it as the Star Wars Galactic Cruiser. And like, you can kind of tell that it's like, why wouldn't you just call it the Star Wars Hotel? Because everybody's calling it that. So I just think about that whenever they say, like, specifically say canned knowledge every time. Like, I would think at some point somebody would have thought up of a cute monosyllable nickname for these things.
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of connections and might be able to tell us something about all this. If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the Palace of Alcazar's Array. Let's go!
Want to have a canny? Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Or if you need to, like, make up a term for it, or like some other term, then go for it. Like Memoria. I don't know. I feel like there's some other mind jars. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. It is definitely like I'm fairly positive that it was just like a limitation based on like character limits or timing limits, or it's just like they're very strict about having terminology be universal in every situation. But this is a fun little like thinking exercise for localization and how to approach it. I wouldn't say this is bad localization. I would say that it could be more natural.
I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention.
And I think, like, if you're not going for natural, then that's fine. Like, I don't think Genshin is going for, like, a natural kind of world. It's a very, very specific vibe of world. So maybe it works for this game way better. But to me, I just like it when like, I can kind of... Etymology is very fascinating to me. So that's why I'm like, oh, why is this world's etymology the way it is?
No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business.
If everyone's, like, spouting proper nouns everywhere, then, like, maybe having everybody say canned knowledge every time is, like, normal in Tibet.
Huh? You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore.
I view it similarly to saying canned tuna, but while you could ask for tuna and receive fresh tuna instead of canned, if you just ask for knowledge instead of canned knowledge, they just give you a book or something. But it's kind of like that, but every single time you refer to tuna, like the fish, you always call it canned tuna.
Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share.
It's like, hey, what did you feed your cat? Oh, I fed my cat canned tuna. You would just say, oh, I just fed my cat some tuna. Like, you know? And I know some people do specify in that way, but like I don't. Like the thing is that you can say you can just say I fed my cat some tuna and people will understand what you mean.
Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up.
It feels a bit formal for casual conversation. That's like basically the main vibe that Genshin's localization has. It's very formal. Everybody is very formal in this game. And I think that's just a cultural part of just how it was written originally.
Sounds like we came all this way for nothing.
Well, not completely. Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. I mean, so that the industry can become more fairly regulated.
Dory is motivating a monopoly! Oh no! How about smarts? I'm looking for some smarts. See, that's fun. That's a fun little thing that, like, smugglers could use. Like, I remember there was a quest ages ago where you had to talk to, like, one of these dudes that was peddling canned knowledge. And, like, you had to use code words. And it's so funny that those code words only existed for that one quest. I'm not a code word. Like, they only existed for that one quest, and then they never used them again, is the thing.
Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself.
Don't
You want to buy some smarts or what?
Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it a product worth a high price.
Everyone's going crazy for smarts.
Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still an enormous profit to be made.
New virus caused by smarts. I just think that would be a lot funnier. I think Genshin repeats the government name of things because they have too many concepts and it gets kind of hard to follow. Yeah, that is another point.
Then why does the Academia prohibit selling canned knowledge?
I do like calling them the government name of things. Oh, soup time.
Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it? But everything in the world comes at a price, right? Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale.
Whoa, gaining knowledge requires learning? And thinking? And practice? Well, you don't actually have to practice. You don't have to.
But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least two potential problems.
Chat, you've seen all my funny little asides during all of these Genshin playthroughs. Was there ever a time where I suggested somebody should have like canned knowledge that's just like 50,000 hours of like YouTube poop compressed into 1 second so you can mentally flashbang somebody? Like, hey, I've got some canned knowledge. It'll teach you how to be a master swordsman. And then it's like they like activate it or whatever, and then it's just like 1 second of like 10,000 years of information all compressed into 1 second, and it's just like a mental flashbang.
First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct.
You'd never recover getting outsmarted like that? Bro, if somebody mentally flashbanged me with 10,000 years of YouTube poop and internet brain rot in under a second, I would probably, like, become a vegetable.
And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge.
Canned knowledge, but it's just never gonna give you up on loot. Surely at some point somebody has tried to rickroll somebody with canned knowledge.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects?
Well, Paimon, it was just one song over and over again for what felt like 7,000 years.
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue.
It's rickroll in a
exactly
can.
Why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to balancing the right amount.
See, it can do harm when overused. So what's just stopping somebody from being like, hey, I've got this canned knowledge for the coolest thing ever? And then it's just like 50,000 hours of lizard.
Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge by those smugglers is left unchecked. And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. That's where the real business opportunity is.
Silence randomly interrupted by a pipe. Yeah.
The Court of Desolation? What's that?
Or like that one video of TF2 Scout being like, think fast, chuckle nuts, and then it's like the loudest flashbang sound you've ever heard.
A rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of King Deshret. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life and death. But any research of the ruins is strictly banned by the academia.
King Deshret? Oh no!
Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge, some of which is related to the Court of Desolation. Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation.
What's the purpose of hosting an auction?
Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, if they're aiming to quickly assemble a research team, canned knowledge would be the best solution.
Is Maeve a victim of haunting or a companion? Yes.
As for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with interest or expertise on the subject. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune while they're at it, by hyping up the related canned knowledge at the auction.
So they're like, hey, in order to properly explore these ruins, we need to build a team that has knowledge of ruins using canned knowledge. Because otherwise we won't be able to find people that have the knowledge to do that. My question is, where did the knowledge of that come from for the canned knowledge? I would imagine that somebody installed these things with their knowledge. Where's that guy? Where's the guy that put the knowledge into the can?
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction. Who knows, we might find some leads there.
That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location.
You go to the factory and it's one guy sitting there thinking really hard.
As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much I should sell this.
The production of canned knowledge has gotten so efficient that we've managed to reduce the workforce to a single Australian man.
I've got it. 500,000 more per kit. That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000
Futurama classic. I'm so glad that somebody caught that reference. Thank you.
What? That's super expensive.
No need to worry, little one. Cyno's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all the expenses to him. All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though, okay? That would leave me completely in the open. I'm sure the General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. And I can only imagine the funds he's allocated for investigations. Oh, maybe I should charge him more.
We'd better get going. If Dory keeps at it, we'll be out of Mora.
Okay. Yippee. To the auction! Or I guess to go tell Cyno, hey, shit's happening. Shit's on fire, yo.
Cyno! We got news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation. They are hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
Canned knowledge.
The Court of Desolation.
The Court of
I
Desolation?
want to ask how you came by this intel. But is it reliable?
It should be.
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of King Deshret. Is that true?
Like, here's another example of what I was talking about. Is it really necessary to repeat the specific term Court of Desolation in a conversation where the term Court of Desolation has been repeated twice now? Is it really necessary to say the full government name of the Court of Desolation when it has been mentioned 2 times? Why can't you just say the court?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers.
This is actually a thing that some scriptwriters in anime will pay attention to, is if there's too much repeating stuff. If there's terminology that's being repeated a lot, and if that repetition is intentional or not. So like if someone's like, I'm going to go fight. You're gonna go fight? Yeah, I need to fight. Alright, then go fight. Like, it sounds unnatural.
According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering. They are not some ordinary ruins, so the Academia has strictly prohibited any related research. However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Regardless, we need to go into the desert.
This quest is almost 3 years old at this point. I do think they've gotten a bit better at making the dialogue sound more natural since then. A bit better after 3 years? Yeah, I was thinking how long ago this was made. 3 years. Fuck. Time flies, huh?
Less in recent years. But there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the Academia. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death. Or even resurrect the dead. Death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless. That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, it's hard to track the source of information contained in canned knowledge. Do you know where the auction is taking place?
Yeah.
Good. We'll go investigate. But before that, we'll have to get rid of these people tailing us.
People telling us. Whoa. Oh no, there's men.
Huh? People tailing us?
Bad men.
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move. Don't worry. I'll make short work of them.
That's Cyno for ya. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
Cyno's like, don't worry. I'll kill them violently. And then everyone's like, oh, Cyno. Fox. Foxu. Look at him go. Little desert fox. I don't think he was supposed to jump around that, like, fallen tree that way. Every time I see a fox, I just think of Fox McCloud from Super Smash Bros. Melee going, FIRE!
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Going to the desert, he says as we're standing in the desert.
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back. You must be Cyno. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed.
There's 4 of us and 2 of you.
Why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you?
We're here to help Cyno.
That's right. We won't just sit back and do nothing.
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Cyno? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough.
We'll peddle less crack. Is that a good compromise, officer? We'll cut down on the amount of crack that we're selling.
On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and
Also, this is a bribe.
I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Time to die.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
Wait, you got paid to ensure that he disappears, but then you tried to bribe him? Do you mean like disappear as in like stop being involved in the situation? Or do you mean like disappear like kill? Anyway,
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate.
Positions.
Let me weave you a verse.
let's do this.
Dance with the waves.
Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Let's just
Breaking new ground.
Reinforcements are coming in. Oh no! Whatever are we gonna do? Whatever are we gonna do? Oh no, the reinforcements.
This doesn't change anything.
We clowned on you.
You're in over your head, Cyno. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it.
And we'll kill them too. And then he throws down a smoke bomb, and then he runs away. No, he just walks away. Okay. They all just calmly walk away after trying to kill. After trying to kill us, they all calmly walk away.
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. Besides, it might also be a trap.
I would, Cyno, here's my rebuttal to this. I would apprehend them because they tried to kill us. And I'm no law expert here, but I think that trying to kill somebody is illegal.
I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well.
It was only attempted murder, not actual murder. Attempted crime isn't crime.
You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
I get it, because he's got one eye covered.
There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes. Right?
Actually, Paimon, some
You'd
cats
be
can do that.
surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation.
So, not only are you bringing these guys in for trying to kill us, you're also saying that they are vindictive, that they'd never forget. So it's like, hey, I know these guys have tried to kill us, and I know that you know, they're mercenaries that will never ever forget that we beat the shit out of them. But there's no reason to bring them in.
They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you. They'll do anything to keep their prestige intact.
Have you encountered that kind of situation before, Cyno? Depending on the answer to this question that he gives, I will freak out.
Yes. I remember it like it was yesterday.
So you had a situation where someone, like a vindictive mercenary that you crossed paths with, gave you trouble, and instead of being like, hey, maybe I should make sure that I arrest the people that try to kill me, you are letting them go to basically guarantee that that's going to happen again.
I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries.
The mercenaries that you had fought, and then you let them go, and then they came back to attack you.
My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since, staying alert even while I sleep.
He ain't no snitch. This isn't about being a snitch. It's about if you're okay, so the Matra are supposed to be Sumeru's cops. And this is a cop that it's like, no, I'm not going to arrest these guys because they're not going to give me any information. But they tried to kill you. And then you're like, okay, also these guys are very vindictive and they will fight you again if you thingamabobber, if you cross paths with them again. And there is a proven instance where this has happened before in my life, and it was so traumatizing that I have to be more vigilant and I have to stay alert even while I sleep. But I'm not gonna do anything to change the way that I do my job. I'm gonna let these guys go, even though they might come back and kill me and then traumatize me further.
Whoa, who could have seen that coming? Was he okay?
He survived with a fractured wrist.
Fractured
It took 2 months
wrist?
for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions.
The way they made it sound, I was expecting it to be like, yeah, he was like so badly hurt that like he couldn't walk again. But it's like, oh no, he just got a fractured wrist, and then now he works in admin. Now he works in the office. He gets a comfortable desk job. Not even a broken wrist, a fractured wrist. We got ambushed by mercenaries, and they gave my supervisor a big boo-boo.
His name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected Matra. You'll have the chance to meet him someday. Anyway, our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to such grueling conditions, but I don't want to see you two get hurt.
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
That's code for PTSD? Oh, now we get fucking colloquial code, like, names for stuff. After I ranted about canned knowledge for an hour. Let's all do our best.
Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
I mean, you could have swept away an unhidden danger that was right in front of us, but you said not to, so... Okay. Oh, a trail of light things. What's the government name of these things?
This isn't my first trek into the desert, but I can never get used to the heat.
Enough out of you. Oh, whoops. 4-leaf sigils. Do they, do they exist in the story? Like, do people say, like, hey, I took a ride on the 4-leaf sigil yesterday. Wow, you used the 4-leaf sigil? Yeah, the 4-leaf sigil. Let's use the full name of this thing every time. Alright. Only we can see them. If only we can see them, does that mean that we named them?
So hot. If only there was some shade for us to cool off on.
Everybody's talking about wanting to get some shade.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while longer. This is not a good place to rest anyway.
I think Traveler is canonically the only person in Teyvat that knows how to use those. So did the Traveler name them?
Okay. But don't you feel hot too, Cyno?
No.
Of course. But I'm accustomed to these conditions.
Care to share any tips? Paimon's about to melt away.
Say a funny
Just
joke.
Try to stay focused.
Oh.
Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired. Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations. We must get somewhere safe before we can relax.
Okay.
Okay, if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Paimon thinks this is a perfectly safe place to stop. Just look around, it's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around. Whoa! Where did these scorpions come from?
Watch out.
Scorpions?
Something's not right about them.
Yeah, they're big and scary, and they're gonna try and kill us. And that one just spawned right behind me. That doesn't seem correct. Hey, they died. Oops.
Well, Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Please pardon the frolicking deer behind
Those
me,
weren't just
Paimon.
normal scorpions. See, there are marked numbers on their pincers. They were raised by someone.
We killed somebody's dog!
Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we were killed out here, nobody would ever know.
I can't believe we killed somebody's pet scorpions. That scorpion back there, you know what his name was? Leonardo da Vinci.
This place is super dangerous. Good thing we didn't let our guard down.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert, so how could they know where we are? Stay still.
What? That dramatic zoom at the Traveler's midsection was really funny.
Here's the answer. They must have planted this on you.
A bug?
Huh? What is it?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharawar. They can use this to discern your approximate location.
A
This device
GPS.
wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it? Could someone from the Ksharawar also be involved? But that doesn't seem right.
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing even existed. Why would it be on him?
I don't know.
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier.
I didn't even notice.
It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
Well, good thing you were able to find it, Cyno. Now let's get rid of it.
It's very impressive that they managed to attach that while they were exploding with
Hold on to it
blooms.
for now. It might still be useful for us. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger here any longer.
Okay. So since it's confirmed that Sumeru has access to GPS technology, why wouldn't that have, like, proliferated a lot more?
No, my sword.
Oh no, I killed Leonardo da Vinci too. Please, please, child. Small boy, do not climb. Oh, we just hit the mother lode. We're about to bust this cage wide open.
Weird. Is this where the action is?
There's nobody here.
Yeah, not a single soul. Maybe they're on break right now or something.
Akasha maps.
Waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival.
Why would you need a different device if the Akasha will tell you? That's like saying, why would you need, like, any kind of GPS system on your phone if you can just Google where things are? I'm like, I feel like, so also, where did Akasha get, how can Akasha track moving objects? I can't just Google, hey Google, tell me where Alejandro is right now. And have it be like, yeah, man, he's right here.
But even so, they still knew we were coming.
Oh, that actually activated my phone.
Someone here must have been watching.
It's on my bed.
And warned everyone to clear out.
Aw, what should we do now?
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might still be something left for us to find.
Cyno, those are actually canned knowledges.
All right, let's take a good look around the area.
Ordinary canned knowledge. Seems to have nothing to do with the Court of Desolation. A large amount of canned knowledge has been piled here, enough to fetch an extremely large amount of mora at market price. The scattered footprints have not been completely buried by the wind and sand, but it is impossible to speculate on the direction of the merchants escaped from the footprints. The sumpter beast is drinking water leisurely and seems to be completely unaffected.
Did you find anything?
Wait, I need to double check and make sure that my phone isn't actually calling anybody. Okay. Okay, we're good. I'm like, wait. That's bad.
No, nothing in particular.
Only some average-looking knowledge capsule, canned knowledges is.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off. But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then.
So that's why you wanted me to carry the tracking device.
They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them here.
Imagine Ben calling Alejandro, but he can't answer because, you know.
Once they think we've left
I should use that to my advantage.
They'll be back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
I'll call him and be like, hey, Alejandro, can I have $10 million? Say nothing if you would like to donate that amount to my bank account right now.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left. Okay, we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes, and don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
Stay here? So you are going to arrest them? Leave the auction with the tracker. I mean, I'm not really at the auction. I'm just at some place. But whatever. Boom, 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 boom. Be like, hey Alejandro, say nothing if your next stream game is gonna be Metal Gear Solid 4.
We've probably gone far enough now, right?
This is far enough.
Yay. Let's rest for a little while before we go back to find Cyno.
Yeah, walking 20 feet really takes the wind out of your sails. Even though all we do is travel. We're the traveler.
It's probably about time for us to head back to the auction. Let's go. Maybe Cyno's finally found some leads.
Meet with Cyno. Oh, I should be doing this. Yay! Yippee! Wahoo! Y'all, you know what I miss? I miss Xenoblade. I want to play Xenoblade again. I was at the gym and my phone randomly was going through video game music, and it played the remix of Drifting Soul from Xenoblade 2 that shows up in Xenoblade 3, and I was like getting emotional. I was about to cry in the gym because of this fucking music in the game. It's so good.
Looks like Cyno caught someone.
You caught you. Dun 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 dun. You caught a smuggler.
So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? All right, tip him on everything you know.
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I laid low and observed for a while instead. He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
Give a nickname to Smuggler?
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Cyno. If I had any idea you were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Huh? Greedy? What do you mean by that?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything.
Is anyone playing the new Pokemon tomorrow? No, because I literally ranted to my roommate about this earlier today, where I was like, oh, the new Pokemon game looks graphically really bad? It's because, like, they've always looked graphically bad. But people are going to buy these games anyway, so there's no reason for them to really make these games look better.
Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
What's your favorite Pokemon, Ben? Totodile.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly, or do I need to make you talk?
Did you watch the video where it broke down the graphics? All the buildings have flat windows to save on the polygons, but it looks so bad. But it's like, do you want to know why they have to save on polygons? Because the entire city is one gigantic model that they're loading in. And it's like, that's such an inefficient way to, like, render your environment. Most modern games, they just render what is, like, in front of you, like what you can see. They have individual assets that load in as you approach them and that you can see within your periphery. And it unloads anything that you don't see.
No, I'll talk. But before that, perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere? If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
All right. Where do you suggest we go?
Culling? Never heard of it. Give me all your RAM. Give me your RAM now.
How about my home in Aru Village? It should be safe there.
It also, like, it's the same kind of discussion that I get with Bethesda games, where people will happily buy Bethesda games, and then when they run like shit, and they're glitchy and terrible, and they have a billion loading screens, and they're just, like, a hassle to play, I'll be like, oh, well, it's just a Bethesda, like, it's a Bethesda game. What do you expect?
Fine. Let's head out. You can throw away the tracker now, traveler.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Buddy, you better not try to trick us.
You better not try to trick us. Follow this man to the village. What if we fast travel to the village? And, presume that we followed this man. Or like the old school Mon Hun games after playing World? Yeah. But even then, like, old school Monster Hunter games do, like, different things to World. I still have a very fond, like, a soft spot for Generations.
Oh, we have guests? Hi there.
This is my daughter, Seeming. She can be a little shy of strangers. Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised you have Llama because I thought you didn't want to wish for new characters. Yeah, I said that after I got Llama.
Everyone knows Cyno in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Jen Enjoyer? Hell yeah. I was the biggest, like, adherent to aerial heavy bowgun, and God, do I miss that weapon and fighting style.
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Cyno, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Massive profits have brought everyone together in this business. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Cyno.
So now they're like, okay, well, this is an industry. It's not like an operation, it's an industry that has hundreds and hundreds of people. And then Cyno's still like, well, we should not arrest this guy because he's not going to tell us anything.
And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel remorse. Why are you so bent on putting us out of business?
What? If you stop the crack trade, no one's gonna thank you.
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
I know they already talked about how canned knowledge is bad. How the smarts is bad. But at the same time, I'm like, well, you have this system that gives you infinite knowledge for free that you can use whenever you want. So why not just research ways to make it safe? Like, oh, it's got negative effects. It's like, well, why not just put all of your effort into solving those negative effects? You know?
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests. Thank you.
Don't mention it. And,
Oh, Winona! Thank you so much for stopping by. I do remember you.
I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
I don't want sugar in my tea.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
I wonder if it would work like Gen AI, if there was only one source of knowledge that had to be reused, re-recorded, and it would get muddier with each generation. That would be like a logical downside that I could see. It's like, okay, so they're peddling this thing that has knowledge, but it's like old, shitty, crusty knowledge. that is just wrong. That I can understand, but I don't think that they've really said that that's the case.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
There are people in the academia researching them, but they are dangerous and need a high level of authorization. But, like, why don't they just make a less dangerous version of them? It's kind of like medicine. Like, obviously, if you take 50 fucking ibuprofens, you're going to see God. But that's why they're like, hey, you only take 1 or 2. Like, there's warnings and there's labels on things to stop you from using it to the point where you die. Why don't they just do that with these things?
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor.
By the way, Ben, who do you want to wish for next? Saving for a character? I wish for peace. For a happy life. And for my death to be gentle while I'm surrounded by all my loved ones. That's what I wish for. But, you know, if there's a dude with a cool sword, yeah, I might go for that.
My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk. That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap.
And by cool sword, I mean, like, I want one of those dual-bladed swords, like the Darth Maul sword, that can split into double, like dual swords. Like a double sword that also is a dual swords. Dual swords. Alright, I forgot the child has that.
As for me...
Damn, I was like, I'm gonna say something cool that nobody in this game has. But I forgot that he's got that. Fuck!
The Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day by day.
I want a character that has the Moonlight Greatsword from Souls games. Checkmate.
Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's Varka? He doesn't have the Moonlight Greatsword.
With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival.
I can't even say I want a character with a gun, because they added a fucking region full of people with guns.
I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this, Cyno. Give us a way to survive.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge...
Oh no!
Daughter will...
Oh no! We have to... Traveler, we have to keep the drug trade going! This guy's daughter is in danger!
I must get to the truth. I can find someone to help treat your child. But I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two completely different issues.
This is like the most insane trolley problem I've ever seen. Hey, would you rather doom an infinite number of people to bad things happening with canned knowledge? Or would you willingly kill this one dude's daughter because medicine?
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home.
Also, didn't Alhaitham say that healthcare was free in Sumeru?
You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Would you kill one person or double it and pass it to the next person?
Whoa! Look at all of this!
Yes. All neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think that this is only one dealer's worth. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this? But such a volume of goods wouldn't be able to slip through inspection.
Also, if medical issues are a problem, then why doesn't he just get some canned knowledge that teaches him how to be a doctor? How to solve this?
Huh? Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen. Maybe they contain knowledge about the Court of Desolation.
No, Paimon, those are the brain rot ones that will flashbang you with 50,000 years of YouTube poop.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this?
Ben, I'm learning how to crochet. Should I make a strawberry or a bee first? A bee? You should make a bee.
Yes. It's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection.
Oh, it was the phone calls coming from inside the house.
I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how they could ship so much canned knowledge out of the academia was still a mystery. The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection. No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I find it hard to believe.
Whoa. Cyno, are you saying that cops are bad? Whoa.
Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler? Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the academia. If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files. But, considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, you'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Sure thing. Leave it to us.
Yeah, we'll break into the government server and download the data.
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
This, chat, refresh my memory. This all takes place after the Sumeru Archon quest, right? Correct? Before? Yes? Yes? I'm getting some mixed messages. I think so. Midway through? No clue. Getting some mixed messages. Who's paying attention?
Hello, we meet again. Have you managed to find Cyno?
No, we didn't.
I read the letter and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious.
It's alright. We wanted to help Cyno too.
It came out in 3.1 and Archon Quest finished in 3.2. Okay.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository, even I don't usually have authorization to enter. But with this letter from Cyno, it shouldn't be a problem.
It came out before the end of the Archon Quest. Okay, so we haven't killed God yet.
That's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. They encourage scholars to conduct all kinds of studies. However, some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. Normally, after some particular research becomes prohibited, the majority of the related files will be destroyed. But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted repository, which is heavily guarded. Follow me, I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that—
The restricted repository.
Whoa.
Sounds kinda dangerous. We'd better keep an eye out.
The restricted repository. Oh no. The place where they keep all the evil information.
Okay, I understand. Since Cyno is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions, but I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
What do you mean by that? Secret tunnel.
Huh. So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Cyno happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
I would have imagined that the restricted evil section of the library had would be more evil themed. But instead it just looks like any other. Damn, bro, I'm sorry that happened. Or hell yeah, dude. I'm not, guys, look, I'm not reading all of this. It's not happening. They're gonna summarize it anyway.
There's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet?
This researcher's name sounds familiar.
Huh. It reminds Paimon of Cyno's former partner.
His former partner? That would be Taj Radkani. But you're not far off. Mortata Radkani was Taj's only son.
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Like, if this game slaps an entire written essay on me, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna read it.
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me,
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life not long after he went to prison.
Whoa.
You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements. His reputation goes back a long way now.
Cyno's second story quest is a lot more interesting than this, FYI. I know! I was there!
He used to be Cyno's only partner. Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Ah, right. I heard Cyno mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and transfer to an administrative position.
It's so funny that they're like, Taj, this dude is so revered in the Matra, but he got a boo-boo on his wrist, so he stopped doing field work and now just works at the office.
I wonder if it had anything to do with the Mortata incident.
Taj was already very well known by the time Mortata was born, so when Mortata came to study at the academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Mortata was caught studying the Court of Desolation, which is in violation of academia rules.
Ben, are you in 6.1? Hey, listen. Hey, just let's talk. Let's come a little closer to your screen. Is 6.1 out yet? Is it out? Is it out right now? This is a question for you, chat member, that asked me. Is 6.1 out? I don't care what the streams have said. I don't care what they've talked about. I don't care about any of that. Is it out, yes or no? Somebody said no. 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 Nope. No. Then why are you asking me about it? Why are you asking me? It's not out yet? Then why are you asking? Why are you asking? Don't talk to me about stuff that's not out yet. Okay? I know people are super excited about the things in the future, but please don't ask me about it, okay? Because I don't watch the streams. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, so just chill. Just fucking chill. I think it's like rule 1 in my chat. You're not allowed to confirm if your character will be voiced. What part of wait for 6.1 do you not understand? Literally, if you're impatient, just wait. This is a question that will be answered with time. You just have to wait. That's all you have to do. It's like next week. This makes this even more baffling that you can't just wait a week. Why you gotta ask me this shit? Stop trying to make me break my NDAs.
Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for
Just like,
leniency,
wait!
but Taj wouldn't agree.
Just wait! Your questions will be answered with time. Just wait!
Shortly after, Mortata slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late. He never had a last chance to see his son.
And if you can't wait, then go play Silksong or go play some other video game. Keep yourself occupied for a week.
Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
I don't care who's been shown off in the stream. I just said that. I don't care what they show off in the stream. Okay? All your questions will be answered when the thing comes out. So just wait until then, and then you can ask me stuff about it, okay?
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him mention that to anyone.
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible now. Are you okay, Traveler?
You were just curious? Hey! You know what curiosity did to the cat, right? It killed that motherfucker.
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect Taj now. Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean,
Bamboozle, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub.
And has access to such research. But this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do anything against regulations. Never.
The next time you want to ask a VA if they're in a thing that's not out yet, just like get up from your computer or put down your phone and then like go outside and then breathe in the healing love of the universe. Like take a deep breath of some natural air and then look up at the sky. What do you see? What do you see up there in the sky? A cloud? What does that cloud look like? Like a friendly cat. Or like maybe a dog. Or maybe a baby. But then you'll understand the nature of things. And you'll realize that nature itself, it doesn't rush. But everything is still accomplished. Nader Monkey, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect.
That actually sounds scary, a cloud that looks like a baby. I was actually referencing Up, like the movie Up. There's a scene where that happens.
Because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation. There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars. It's hard enough just trying to make sense of these files.
Ask yourself, ¿seré weón?
However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the academia without anyone ever noticing.
Hoy voy a hacer la decisión de no ser weón.
But even so...
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death. Or
All
even
right.
bring the dead back to life, right?
Yeah.
So maybe Taj is trying to bring Mortata back.
The Necronomicon, right?
Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. I'm just telling you what I know. It's the job of the Matra to find the truth and track down criminals.
Weón, mi familia ya se ríe de mi español. Yo no necesito que la gente online también se ríen de mí, por favor. Si no, nunca voy a hablar español de nuevo. Es puro inglés.
Do you have any questions? If not, it'd be best if you would leave now.
Paimon's kinda confused. What should we do from here?
I don't know, Paimon.
Oh, now that I think about it, Cyno suspected that the canned knowledge was coming from within the academia, right? There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the academia and see what we can find. Don't worry, Taj. I won't let your reputation be tarnished.
What the fuck is this clown talking about?
Alrighty then, let's go ask around.
All right. Leave the repository. I'm sure there's more information here, but it's not relevant to my interests. Why is using a hot glue gun low-key scary? Because it's a gun.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Excuse me. I'm looking for some sailors.
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal?
I'm looking for someone who can... I'm looking for someone who knows about Chinese people.
The academia consumes so many resources each day. Everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in and out.
That was a Shenmue reference, by the way. Just so you guys are aware. Shenmue is an old Dreamcast game. Years ago, I was Chinese.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you seen any like that?
I was in like a car ride with people and we were just talking about Shenmue and how it was like one of the first games that had like full voice acting for everything, but it was also voice acted mostly by like employees at Sega. And like the main character Ryo, his actor is just not really an actor, he's just some guy. So all of his dialogue is like, "Excuse me. Where can I find this person?" I guess you're right.
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not. Maybe you should ask someone else.
I love that era of voice acting, like in System Shock 1 and 2. Even then, System Shock 2, like, the System Shocks had people that tried, you know? They had some people that were obviously employees, but others that were, like, actual folks that were actually giving it everything it's got. And in Shenmue, there are actors like that as well. But it's just so funny that the main character of your game is just like some dude that's just like, "Have you seen any sailors nearby?" I'm personally charmed by that.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
You are so kind.
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could ask someone else?
What you're saying is the main character is relatable. I feel like most of us would approach the situations in Shenmue with a bit more emotion than Ryo shows. But that's just me.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia
Huh? Why do you ask?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing unusual has happened.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something. There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it.
Could you say that one word again? Kasharawar. Kasharawar.
But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for inspection?
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother?
Put the emphasis on the wrong
syllable.
syllable.
Once, thinking that maybe they forged it or something. But a man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
You can click the replay. Oh yeah, right. There is a message log.
When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar Rawar used to often sell scrap.
The Kasharawar.
Possible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj would ever... No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to...
I'm not giving the actor that said that any shit. It's just like, it's just funny. Every time like something like that slips through, it's always fun.
Wait, I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
Like there's in this game specifically where there's so much terminology that's pulled from different cultures, it's gonna be tough for a lot of people.
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it."
Ben, you know what's funny? I Think You Should Leave by Tim Robinson. I think that's really funny. And Auntie Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun. That's also really funny.
Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire. But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him, maybe you can try visiting his home. He lives just on the outskirts of Sumeru City.
I think that watching I Think You Should Leave was a mistake, because I think the way that Tim Robinson specifically rants about things in that show has like affected how I rant about things now, where I'm just like, they're doing this shit and they're telling anybody? Are you kidding me? Like, it's like he does that stuff in a very specific way, and now I feel like I do it that way now, and it's just like, ugh, I wish I could uninstall this.
A group of Eremites? Could Taj really be the one making all the canned knowledge?
No way. Taj is just like Cyno. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would... Fine. Looks like there's no other choice.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
This song is such a bop. Yeah, I know. I've heard it like 50,000 times as I've played in this part of the game. I do like Sumeru's track a lot, or OST a lot. Go to Taj's house and look for clues. I found an adventurer's tail feather.
So, this is Taj's place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Well, what should we do then? Do we break in?
Break into the former cop's house.
No. Wait, the door's unlocked. Well, anyway.
We're still
not sure if he's
breaking
the real
into
cult.
the cop's house.
Probably not a good idea to go in without permission.
Well, we have to break in to his house. There's no other way.
You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now...
You break into somebody's house and search things illegally.
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map. Nabil, can you make any sense of...
Yes. This is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records.
I was so upset that the Genshin live concert had so little Sumeru. I think it's because Sumeru has a very distinct flavor with its like instrumentation So it would probably be difficult to get those specific instruments, like, as part of, like, the orchestra, you know?
These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is absolutely massive. The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities. These are famous scholars, merchants, mercenaries. I have a feeling that Cyno might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own.
Even so, he won't back down.
You're right. That's just who he is. As for the map...
Oh, that's
indicate the
Cyno.
location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Cyno and let him decide how to proceed.
Yeah, what they said, he said celebrities. Like, what is the Sumeru equivalent of Lady Gaga involved in this?
If Taj really has turned on his honor and committed these terrible acts, then I suspect that he might already be at the... I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well.
All right, we'll give these to Cyno and see. Let's go.
It's Hatsune Miku? It's Hatsune Miku? Meet up with Cyno. He's all the way in the desert. The one celebrity Ben knows, yeah. I mean, I just like saying the name Lady Gaga. It's just funny to me. The real one celebrity that I know is Willem Dafoe. He's the Willem I know.
Well, Cyno, what do you make of it?
Taj. It's been a while since I last saw him. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man. Although he would resort to extreme measures from time to time. He would never do anything against his beliefs.
Extreme measures like getting, retiring from fieldwork because of a fractured wrist.
So do you think he's the one behind all this?
I'm sorry I keep bringing it up, but it's also just so funny to me how this dude is like played up to being like, oh, he was like one of the most outstanding, like members of the Matra, and like he's so revered and decorated, but he retired because he got a fractured wrist. Like, motherfucker, when I played soccer in my youth, I broke a wrist. I broke my wrist playing soccer, and I still played it anyway. I played afterwards. My wrist obviously healed, but then I went back to playing soccer. And this just got like, oh, my wrist. Oh.
I'm still not sure.
Is it your dream to be in the same project with Willem Dafoe? No, it's not. My dream is to live a comfortable life.
I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortata was for him. Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change.
Just kidding. The dream has and always will be Shin Megami Tensei. Any Shin Megami Tensei game. It doesn't matter if it's Persona, it doesn't matter if it's Devil Summoner, it doesn't matter if it's Soul Hackers, it doesn't matter if it's Devil Survivor, it doesn't matter if it's Demi Kids, it doesn't matter if it's Digital Devil Saga, it doesn't matter if it's any of those things. If I can be in the same game as Jack Frost, I will be spiritually complete.
Whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons, we have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's become. That's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. There's no doubting that. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself. Time is ticking. Let's go.
Would love to see you as Jack Frost. I don't have the voice for Jack Frost. I don't. I simply do not. Let me play Matador in the next SMT game where the fiends show up so I can be like,
by my sword, Don Capote, I will once again prove victorious.
Oh, heck yeah. Somebody watched Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. I did like working on that show a lot.
Told me about this place.
It was a fun... I like to play assholes. What the... That was a weird little interaction there. I'm trying to find this Dendroculus. Dendroculus. Is it under the thing? Is it over? It's probably... There it is. No, Sarah voices all the Jack Bros. Like, she voices all the variants. Do you do an Antonio Banderas impression? You're talking to me, Antonio Banderas. That's not actually, that's not what he sounds like. It's just a generic sexy Hispanic. Find the Court of... Wait, what am I doing again? Find the Court of Desolation based on the map? Based on the map? I gotta wait for my stamina to recharge so I can continue to have fun. At least you have a voice. Hey, stop being mean to Alejandro. People are like, Ben should bully him next. And I'm like, bro, I'm like DMing him on Discord being like, hey, how are you holding up? He's been reading a lot of that, that manga that he talked about. The, like, demon thing by, the same mangaka from, Full Metal Alchemist. Find it on instructions on the map. What happened to Sayu? He died. Oh, I found it by accident. It's under this thing. Sayu the VTuber is dead. That's a Sonic Adventure reference for you guys. Farewell, Sayu the VTuber. Combat? Yo, big if true. Nah, he's just on vocal rest for 2 weeks. Oh, what the fuck? I got jump scared by Cyno being in my party. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, he's just on vocal rest. He's not in any danger or anything. Like, he's just doing it as like a cautionary kind of thing.
Scanning.
Witness the power.
Feast your eyes.
Treasure.
Look, these walls have definitely seen better days.
But I do feel for him a lot. Like, it is very frustrating to have to vocal rest as a voice actor because, like, it just puts your entire life on hold. And he is both a voice actor and a streamer, so, like, it's tough. I feel for him. What usually causes the need for vocal rest? Overuse. Your vocal cords are basically a muscle. And
either way, we should be careful.
Like most muscles, if you overuse them, they're likely to get injured, and the only way to let them heal is to stop using them.
Leave this place. No, my sword.
Vocal rest for 2 whole weeks sounds frustrating as hell. Oh, I would have gone crazy if that happened. I mean, I did have to vocal rest a lot for fucking Sanda when we were recording for that. So I get it. I get how annoying it is.
A passage! Hopefully that's our way in. That eye seems to be staring right at us.
Whoa, it's so scary!
This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
Are we rotating the entire temple as we do this, or just the platform that we're on? Oh, right, I didn't even see that cube doodad. Cube. Is there another cube around here? I'm on the roof. Oh, Zach didn't have to rest because of Tainari. He had to rest because of his singing, I think.
With all my strength.
You can.
Watch and learn. Sight clear.
Rip. Reach the depths of the court of desolation. Oh no! There's an evil man there! Ooh! Oh, I remember this cutscene. I think I watched Alejandro do this part. Or I watched one of my old roommate play it.
Taj.
Ah, Cyno. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well. Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
Yeah, we did all the work!
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me. Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court of Desolation?
Who's this VA, though? Such a buttery voice. It was me. No, I'm just kidding. It's not me. I don't know who that is.
Yes, it was me.
He said it himself!
Then explain why.
I thought it'd be funny.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
I'm fucked up and evil now.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later.
Yeah, you're all gonna be fucked up and evil.
Oh, his wrist looks so not injured. Wait a minute! Your injury, it's healed! Your wrist isn't fractured anymore!
When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, you start to become more cautious. You know many things are wrong, but still turn a blind eye to them.
He got wrist transplants. It reminds me of Clone High when there was a character doing like a smear campaign on one of the other characters. It's like, Abe Lincoln said his age was 16. Then next year, he said his age was 17. Which one is it, Abe? It's like, this guy's wrist broke 20 years ago, and now it's all healed. What's up with that?
I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Mortata died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die?
That's just depression. You have depression. Taj, you didn't have to go on a giant adventure to get the smarts, illegal smarts, sent everywhere. You just needed a therapist. You just needed you needed a friend. You needed a new hobby.
Mortata was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me till the day he died, and now I must live with that pain and regret.
Bro, you should have just played Death Stranding, man.
I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him.
But you should have played Xenoblade Chronicles.
The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
So, did you already find what you needed here?
Get this man some Deltarune. Guards, make him play Deltarune.
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I seek.
That doesn't look like a door to me. What was, did they, it's a sarcophagus.
I'm so close, Cyno. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot bring the dead back to life. In the end, the treasures you seek are nothing but myths and legend.
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
Open the door to darkness.
No. I sense danger behind that door. There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
Well, darkness is the heart's true essence.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish just this once?
Bro, please, can I please open the door to darkness? Can I please revive my son? Bro, please, come on, be a friend. Cyno, if you let me commit the unforgivable sin of reviving the dead, I'll be your best friend.
Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
Yeah. Doing your job without mercy is how you get a fractured wrist, Cyno. And then your life will crumble.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that is the path I will take.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
And I'll defeat you with my unfractured wrist.
Oh, we do? Oh, we get to fight him! Whoa, that's new and exciting. Anyway. Oh no, you're attacking the wrong person.
Breaking new ground.
I think I fractured more than his wrist on that one.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation.
I was merely pretending to have refractured my wrist.
This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power will be complete. Even life and death will have no grip on me.
I will have the power of a completely invincible wrist.
Uh-oh. We have to stop this guy.
His wrist is getting too strong.
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice your life for this?
You see, Cyno. You can't stop me. Look at your wrist. It's looking a little bit purple, and it hurts slightly. You didn't, did you? Oh, yes, I did.
I'll do what I have to.
Even with a fractured wrist. I'll do whatever it takes.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always charging forward and putting your life on the line, just like now. Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
If they bring up the fucking fractured wrist, I'm gonna lose it.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you? You wanted me to be able to find you here. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. You might have fooled those on the list, but you will not fool me.
'Cause you see, my wrist isn't fractured. It's sprained!
I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed, your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
You wouldn't have fought with your wrist.
Huh? What do you mean, Cyno?
He never planned on opening the door. His true intention was...
What's happening?
To break... He was trying to fracture our wrists the whole time! That was always the plan!
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortata died, my spirit was crushed.
Like my wrist.
For a long time, I was hoping this reality was just some terrible nightmare. I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again. That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together. I did some investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization.
I literally thought he actually said, like, my wrist.
People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses. I knew that I could not let myself go down that path.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else. You cut me, I bleed. You hurt my wrist, it fractures.
I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so, even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortata did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost.
I'm actually the good guy.
Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out.
You're gonna destroy the Court of Desolation!
That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place.
I was merely pretending to peddle drugs to all those children.
But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place.
Chat, question for you. Question for the lore lords in, chat. Does Sumeru have access to explosives? Like, is dynamite a thing in this part of the world? Yes? Probably? Yes? Yes? Okay. Why didn't this guy just go here and blow this place up with dynamite? Why did he need to lure Cyno in to do all of this? Why didn't he just destroy it? I know Klee has dynamite. I know it exists in other regions. I'm saying, does Sumeru have dynamite? Does the region of Sumeru, or anywhere that this guy could get dynamite, could he can't detonate explosives with a fractured wrist? All right. Chat member answered the question for me.
To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the academia.
Oh my god, that's funny.
If I wished to destroy the organization, I couldn't just count on the academia alone.
So, you pretended to be the one behind all this as a test for me.
This was all a joke. It was all japes. It was funny, haha.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all. You are still as you always were, fearless, and making no compromise.
You were dauntless in combat, Cyno. And you had incredibly strong, unbroken wrists.
Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside!
I can now rest assured, Cyno.
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn. You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment on myself.
I don't know, man. I feel like you could have just blown up this place and, like, still... If you wanted to, like, die while you took it down, that's still an option if you just got some dynamite. I don't know why Cyno had to be involved. I guess, like, he wanted to make sure that he was leaving behind somebody that would, like, be on the straight and narrow. But I also don't understand why people keep assuming that Cyno is, like, capable of being corrupt at all, when no part of his character ever seems to indicate that he gives a shit about being evil, you know? Like, there were some people that were like, oh, what if Cyno is, like, also in on this? It's like, Cyno is obsessed with children's card games. Do you really think he's got the capability for being a bad guy?
I was always so busy with work that I never made time to fulfill Mortata's wishes. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against
Villains in Yu-Gi-Oh! Exist? That's a fair point. But it's like assuming... Who's like the goofiest Hyuk character in Yu-Gi-Oh! That couldn't possibly be a villain? I guess like Joey.
I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry.
It's like thinking Joey is capable of evil. Like Joey is only evil when he's like being possessed.
There's nothing to be sorry for. We are partners.
Or Tristan, yeah.
If you see Mortata, send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
Tristan doesn't even fucking play the game. He just hangs out with him. He doesn't play Duel Monsters. Oh, we got a full cutscene. Get out of there! It's gonna blow.
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
Alright, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue.
Damn, they're
Why can't you
moving.
show even a little leniency? Why?
Matra.
Damn. All things considered, grabbed by the wrist. Cyno was like, no, not this time. I'm not gonna let you fracture your wrist getting out of here, traveler. Oh. Look, despite all the the funny wrist jokes and everything, this was a good story. I liked it. It was good.
Just as Taj said. That place
Rest in peace.
Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end.
Oh, it's so dumb.
To them, as long as there's more to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules, whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else. Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation, but it won't be long before they continue searching for another target.
Wait, did he say quicksand? Being buried in quicksand? No, that's just regular sand. I mean, it was sand that was traveling quickly, but like, that doesn't make it quicksand. That's just sand.
That's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
We'll help too.
Thank you. But you've
Anxiety,
already
thank you so
done
much for
enough.
subscribing. Welcome.
Just leave the rest to me. I will
Or
bring them to
Anxi
justice
3T.
myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do. Wait for me at Caravan Rebop 4 days from now.
4 days from now? Wait until 4 days later? What? Okay. Wait. I can only go as far as day after tomorrow. So I stood in this crypt for 2 days. And then I stood in this crypt for another 2 days. He's like, I'm gonna fix this. Give me 4 days. Why can't we had a time skip before when we were resting after traveling back to that one place? Why can't we just have a time skip there? Why you gotta manually make me do that?
Thank you so much for all your help.
Nabil, what are you doing?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Rebot, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the Academia once they're cleared. The last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end.
Whenever the game is like, hey, come back tomorrow, or come back in 2 days, or whatever, is the developer's assumption that you will do something else while time naturally passes? Or does everybody just fast forward?
At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, Cyno crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight. After that, people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the Academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks.
Because I feel like
Matra then
those
moved together
moments
against the enemy.
are just like them being
Cleared
like, hey,
the
just do
traitors
something
from
else.
within the Academia
Go play another
and
thing.
arrested all the researchers on the list. Some of them managed to get out of the Academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured by Cyno all across Sumeru. I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border. Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended.
300 prisoners?
Things up recently.
I wonder if one of those 300 were the mercenaries that attacked us and were like, we're here to silence you. And then Cyno was like, no, we're not going to arrest them because they won't tell us anything. And then he was like, just kidding. I know the truth now. I am going to arrest you.
Is Cyno alright? He didn't get injured, did he?
God, you know what I'm turning into, chat? Do you guys know who Joseph Anderson is? He's another streamer. And I feel like he nitpicks games this exact same way, and I feel like I'm turning into him.
He seems fine, but nobody knows the real situation. He brought over 300 suspects to judgment all on his own. Among them were even some of our former colleagues. Not just the criminals are afraid of him. Even we start feeling a little nervous when he's around now. But even if we start feeling all self-conscious, thinking if we've done anything wrong, we're still always honored to have Cyno.
I think he's also played Genshin, is the funny thing.
By the way, are you guys here to see Cyno? I think I just saw him walking in that direction when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then...
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful, too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens, you can find me at the Academia anytime. Farewell, then.
Ben, you nitpick everything that is ever presented to you, and we love it. Hey, I only nitpick games that I can easily do it for. I think for... And, like, I always feel a little bit anxious whenever I nitpick, because I always feel like there's gonna be a developer or something that's watching, and then they're like, okay, time to send Ben to the 10,000 years dungeon, and lock him in the Torment Nexus for the rest of his life.
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating, but I can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, someone had enticed Mortata Radkani into becoming interested in researching the Court of Desolation. Mortata had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, he wanted to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant.
I love Genshin, but it's extremely easy to nitpick it. This game is very easy to mock, is how I like to put it. It is a very mockable game. That doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just, it's very easy for me to just find shit to laugh at.
After Mortata died, the organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him to their ranks, toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes me angry.
This makes me angry. Grumpy.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time.
Your characters can't just announce how they're feeling. That's terrible. That makes me angry.
That's another Futurama reference. No, I know. The quote is, you can't just have characters announce how they're feeling. That makes me feel angry.
If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will, and can help me collect more testing data.
Cyno! Tainari! Oh, so Tainari must be who Nabil saw earlier. Are you also here to see Cyno?
That's right. Cyno asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat a girl named Semin.
So...
I also dropped by just to check for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember.
So, the Semin was the little girl, right? That the dude was trafficking fentanyl to help? Like the daughter of the guy? So you're saying that this entire time she just needed some herbs?
She's like, I need to do this for my daughter. I need to do this because my daughter is sick and the medicines aren't working.
And then Tainari rolls up and is like, yo, just, here you go. Here's a green herb from Resident Evil 4. And it'll heal you. And it works. And at no point did this guy be like, hey, maybe I should talk to Tainari, who has knowledge about this. Did he just not know who Tainari was? Did none of his friends and loved ones tell him, hey, there's this guy who lives in the woods who has, like a fucking PhD? Like, huh? Nari's like a holistic doctor compared to the others. But like, if it's your, so instead of just going for the holistic approach, you start trafficking the insane knowledge capsules that flashbang your mind with 10,000 years of YouTube poop?
And Cyno, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know. Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG, huh? Kale has always been a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
like if the options are like try holistic medicine or become a drug dealer, like I feel like one of those is easier to approach than the other, you know?
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content in the book for her. After some time, I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
Huh? You mean Kale is leaving a Vidya forest? What happened?
And also, if the herbs work, then it's just like, that's just regular medicine then, you know? Like, that's just medicine.
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge, as well as how to use it safely. Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people who are still curious and seek canned knowledge.
So we're, like, okay, using the canned knowledge safely. They're giving lectures on how to use the smarts safely. So they do know of a method of using this stuff in a way that isn't harmful. So then it's just like, why is it like so illegal is the thing. I guess like if you equate it to like a drug, then like I'm sure that there's like a parallel here, but whatever.
So, I
legalize
decided to ask her
canned
to work
knowledge.
on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure to keep an eye on her.
Hashtag legalize canned knowledge.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidia Forest. Take care.
Hey Ben Girldom, hi.
Hey Sahan, thank you so much for the 6 months. Appreciate it. Legalize smarts.
I've already caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret. Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case. So
What about you, Cyno?
it's still
What
not
about
time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, but those who are alive must continue pressing forward.
For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days.
Damn, I'm late. Anyway,
His
hi
words
Ben.
were not empty.
Ben Bev Breakin.
People do change. And no belief can completely resist the erosion of time.
For those who come after. Silver Firefly, thank you so much for the 19 months. And yeah, you are late, because literally once we're done with this, the stream's done. Panic Moon, thank you so much for 7 months. Appreciate it.
I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further.
You get a discount on your canned knowledge with your prescription.
That way, those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, will learn courage from my example, just as I gained courage from my own superiors, and my partner.
The courage to withstand getting your wrist fractured. Pippy Caddy, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you, thank you.
I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know. There are many things I feel better about once I start to talk about them.
What? Wait a minute. There's things that you, when you talk about them, you feel better? I wonder if there's like a term for that. Like therapy?
Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj, but I didn't share details with anyone. I'd prefer to avoid revealing the location of the Court of Desolation. One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then, I was hoping you'd join me in planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation.
Yay! We did it. We completed the first one. And then we can do the next one afterwards. I might have to unlock it. It is insane to me how there's just like a fucking like one. Why can't there just be a big old menu with all of these sorted in a nice presentable way? Why do I have to like scroll through like this to find the next one? I guess it's made for phones, but then again, like, just fucking just let me like sort through. Have a search bar that I can just be like, hey, I want to do Cyno's quests. Yeah, Alejandro did a really great job. I keep forgetting that it's like, all right, yeah, my friends are really talented. And they know what they're doing. And I'm like, he had that wistful melancholy. Because the guy did sacrifice himself to destroy this tomb. Even though he could have just gotten some explosives and done it. But he also wanted to punish himself. But at the same time, it's like, no, buddy, you just needed some therapy. You just needed to find some new way to help you cope with the loss of your son. Which was very tragic. But I don't think blowing yourself up is the way to go. Or burying yourself in regular sand, not quicksand. Anyway, I'm done playing the game. So let's just frickin' wind down. All right. What did we learn in today's stream, chat? We learned that a fractured wrist leads to a fractured heart. Who the fuck are we going to raid? Who are we raiding? Where are we dropping, boys? I mean, I guess I could just raid Molly for old time's sake. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for seeing. Honestly, I feel like streams go a little better when we're doing story stuff because I have like material to work with. And it's not as soul-crushing as like farming for artifacts. But at the same time, I'm like, God, is this game really only entertaining when we're doing story stuff? That's a little sad. Because it's just like, why don't I just watch the story stuff on YouTube? What's the point of the gameplay? What's the point of the gameplay? Chest farming could be fun. Maybe. I don't know. But we'll just go raid Molly. We'll keep you guys going with your. I suppose it is part of the the exploration is the gimmick. But I wish that chests had cooler shit in it. And it is cool that they made it so the commissions were like can be solved with exploring and opening chests. But until then, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. It's like, thank you so much for the subs. Thank you so much for the gifting. Thank you so much for chatting and for being here and, like, enjoying my stupid little opinions about my stupid little things. We'll see you next time. Maybe it's probably going to be on Friday. I already announced that I'm going to play on Friday. But I'll keep you guys posted on what it is that we play then. It might be more of this. I don't know. We'll see. But until then, bye! I'll miss you. Bye. Take care. Bye. Let's go say hi to Molly. Bye.